What's up guys, it's Persistence, and before I go ahead and continue on with this video, I want to say that I don't have any problems with OG MeNToR whatsoever. I watch his YouTube videos. I think he's a cool dude. Personally, I don't have any problems with him, but he does have problems with two of my league mates, and that's what led me to make this YouTube video. But if he happens to make like a response video to this video, I'm not gonna respond. I'm not trying to start any YouTube beef because I don't do that on my YouTube channel. I only did that like twice in the past, and it was only 2 videos, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. But this is much bigger, it seems like. So I don't have any problems with the dude personally, so I want to get that out the way before I go ahead and continue.
What is going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is, man. Today you guys are going to be checking out something that's going to be a bit different. I know a lot of you guys have seen, probably, I don't know if you have or haven't, the little video that Persistence made about me and MeMoRiezZ in today's DPS comp that you guys are going to be looking at. But without further ado, like Persistence said in the beginning of the video, he don't have hard feelings against me. I don't got hard feelings against him. It is what it is. And without further ado, we're going to jump in this video today. So, like the homie said, if you guys don't know what's going on today, a lot of the stuff that's been happening over the past, I guess, month, 2 months, maybe more now. It started off, I was going and DPS comping some people on the villain side for 10 mil. You know, I was DPS comping multiple people, from Tokyo to Sense to K to, I don't know, just to multiple people, man. Like, there was a lot of people on the villain side who were getting people for me to go and comp, and a lot of the people that I was going and just mainly comping. 2 of those people were Gohan and MeMoRiezZ. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys on villain side know who Hollow Gohan is, and a lot of you guys also know who MeMoRiezZ is. Starting off, a lot of people think that I have problems with mainly Gohan and MeMoRiezZ, when in reality, you know, me and Gohan talked it out. We already had a talk about this a long time ago. Me and Gohan are clearly on cool basis. The only problem, or the only person I do have a problem with, however, is MeMoRiezZ. Only because of the simple fact is, when we first did our first DPS comp, before we went up in there, dude was like, yo man, you know, everything's cool. I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm cool, you cool. You know, there was no beef. We went in there, comped, and it was inside of TTB Elite. If you guys do not know about that comp video, you guys can go and click on it on the top right, and you can go and check that out. But pretty much, I winded up going and beating him by almost 2 mil. And after that video happened, we got up in the chat. You guys, if you, like I said, if you want, go check it out. You can see the chat, what happened at the ending, and winded up talking about it. And pretty much we were just sitting there acting real cool. You know, he was like, you know, oh, back when advanced mechanics were around, you were garbage. You know, we're still 2-1. He kept saying something about this 2-1 thing because apparently, you know, back in AM days, which who knows how long that's been like gone now, he had beat me. That's my mic dying. He had beat me when he was Gadgets, when Gadgets had the super clip, and I was Mental when Mental only had that, you know, exploit one shot. But we couldn't clip everything in our powers. So, moving on from that situation and on to the situation that you guys are going to be checking out today, me and MeMoRiezZ winded up going and doing another DPS competition after that whole TTB whatever crap happened. And pretty much inside of this competition, we did 2 comps. The first one, we winded up going and comping in. It was really close. At the end of the DPS comp, I got disconnected and kicked off of the game. A lot of people like to say that I didn't get disconnected and I was lying. But, you know, for those people who are thinking that, man, like I said, you guys can look in the background. These are all the error codes from what happened when I was going in DPS comping. As well, if you guys were checking out Persistence video, I'll go and show his clip now.
So they worked everything out and they came to a decision and they decided to comp. So OG MeNToR made the group and he wanted his people in the run. So nobody from the villain side was with MeMoRiezZ. MeMoRiezZ was by himself with 7 other people from the hero side. So OG MeNToR invited people that he wanted, right? And he invited MeMoRiezZ into SSR so they could comp, and they were comping. I wasn't in the run, so I didn't get to witness much, but I do have some screenshots saved from what happened in the run. But when they got the last boss in SSR, everything was fine up until that point. You know, they were DPSing, MeMoRiezZ was up on OG MeNToR, from what I know. And when they got the last boss, OG MeNToR said that he disconnected and he logged out.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Oh my god, dude. Alright, so clearly I have to show this to you guys. As you can see, again, like I said in the beginning of the video, you guys see right in the background that obviously during that DPS comp I had gotten disconnected. The DPS comp was scheduled for 7 o'clock Eastern time. I sent the mail to MeMoRiezZ, letting him know about it, telling him as well that I had no hard feelings towards him, and pretty much everything was going to be fair grounds with the first group that we had before I got disconnected at last boss. So as you guys can see in the background, this is the mail between me going to MeMoRiezZ. MeMoRiezZ didn't say anything about it. He just said that he was ready after I had to talk to Persistence about him coming in the group, etc, etc. And pretty much, yeah, man, everything was going pretty well. But you know, things happen when it comes to DC. Obviously, there are times when anyone who plays the game gets disconnected randomly, no matter what happens. At the very end of that match, though, at the very end of SSR, he was up on me by 100k. Obviously, I don't have the clip of that because, you know, I got disconnected, but pretty much we went and recomped afterwards, and man, dude, was this guy cheesing hard. Now, I'm not gonna say that, you know, he was cheating or that he was going and, you know, pretty much, you know, just blowing me out like crazy, because when the competition, the second comp was over, he didn't blow me out at all. I had more boss damage than he did, rather if I had a 120 artifact or not. The thing is, though, the thing that Persistence did not tell you guys, which I'm going to be showing you guys in the background, is before we went to go and do this comp, guys, not only was he precision based with quote-unquote 280 artifacts, and that's the only thing he beat me with, as you guys can see in the background, he also had a might based loadout, fully spec'd everything, with a 120 scrap of the soul cloak and his other artifact that was for might that gave a buff to the group. Now, going and checking these two out, clearly you guys can see that he would have had a lot more supercharges. And as well in the background, which, because I'm going to skip through some of this and show you guys, you'll see as soon as we got into the second room, this dude was cheesing with that loadout for his might base like crazy. Usually, I mean, you know, if anyone else was to go on DPS comp, you'd see both of them sit on each side, and they'd both go and they just burn out all the ads on their own side until that room is done. Clearly, you guys seen, you know, he tried to go and cheese me by putting mines down. I tried to blow him up with the little that explosive detonator power for gadgets, but clearly that didn't work. And you know, he also had the weapon shield. I'm using bow, so clearly I couldn't go and, you know, jump back and forth the ads as quick as he could. So obviously he was keeping up on me, and he passed me in that room by, I'm pretty sure, a lot, which I winded up catching on him with anyway on last boss. Obviously, like I said, I would have beaten him, but you know, like I said, he outsmarted me on that one room, got everything pretty much quickly when it came to the ads with his shield, took him out with his mines, and that's pretty much what made the whole entire turn of the entire competition. And not only just that, guys, but he was also using a gadgets clip. So obviously, as you guys know, when Stats Revamp came out, they got rid of clipping, quote unquote. There is a new clip for Might Base where you guys can clip out of the suppressor turret, and you guys can probably see him doing that in the background here while he's going and jumping around with his shield. Pretty much you go through your loadout, and when you hit Fear Gas, you clip out of it with your suppressor turret and go into doing the rest of your loadout, so you can go through it a lot quicker and do a lot more damage. If you guys want to know how to do this loadout, the homie Obsidian Shell went and uploaded everything completely, going and explaining how to do it for might based, pretty much going over the entire, you know, guide when it comes to might and precision based gadgets. So like I said, I'll go and show his link in the top right. You guys can go and check that out, and pretty much let's go ahead and get back on with this. So it's pretty funny, you know, because these guys are all saying that, oh, you know, gadgets precision is broken, the Venom artifact is broken. Like these guys are not over here cheesing themselves using really broken things. Equally, we both are broken, except, you know, obviously his shield in that clip he was doing was way more broken than just me and my Venom artifact. Because as you guys can see, on Melee, I couldn't even get off doing my smoke bomb until, like, he already had them dead because he was clipping through his powers so fast. So just like Advanced Mechanics, there's a new clip out for that, and hopefully you guys can go check that video out. So as saying, guys, like you guys seen in Persistence video, I quote-unquote got slapped. As you guys can see, he was ahead of me by a couple 100k, like I said, because of that second room that we were in. Obviously, we went through a lot of ads, and through those ads is where I got a chance to catch up a little bit more. But, you know, what can you do when you got someone jumping around with a shield that fast and doing all those kind of different combos and clips? So, heading on the last boss, this is where everything pretty much got finalized. This is where I had 2 supercharges. This is where he had his 2 supercharges because of his scrap of the soul cloak. And this is where we finally went and battled it out. Now, everyone's like pretty much saying, wholesome L, wholesome L, wholesome L. You know, you lost to him. You got slapped by him. Pay attention at the very end of this to how close I was to beating him. Like I said, guys, if it wasn't for that, you know, cheese and what he did at the second room, obviously we already know who would have won and we already know who would have lost. Now, going and checking this video out, I'm going to go and speed it up. We're going to head through it. Like I said, man, memories, persistence, I never had any problems with any of you guys. Gohan, definitely, he knows I never had a problem with him. Well, actually, now, memories, I had a problem with him. That's the only guy I did have a problem with. But Persistence and Gohan, you guys are chill peeps, man. Persistence said he didn't want to have any drama, so that is what it is with, like, all of that. But just as far with memories, man, this whole thing could have been avoided if it wasn't for him going and talking shit during that first competition that we had. Now, at the end of the board, as you guys can see, I obviously had more boss damage, and he wasn't even above me by 200k. He wasn't even above by 200k. If it wasn't, like I said one more time, before second boss, or second room, if it wasn't for that, it would have been an L. But pretty much, let's go ahead and check out after the fact of what happened at the end of the DPS competition.
So OG MeNToR did not pay him 50 million up straight. He sent Memories a whole bunch of different mails, giving him small bits of money. He gave him some stutter money. He gave him like 6,000, 17 mil, 5 mil. He sent him a bunch of mails on different tunes because I'm assuming that he didn't have 50 million. So that made him look broke as shit. And so it made him look 10 times worse after talking so much shit about how Memories is broke and shit, and him not being able to produce 50 million. But instead,
now, as you guys can see, you know, this dude says something about me not being able to produce 50 mil. As you guys can see in the background, I have a lot of collections, a lot of stuff that I'm going to be hoarding. That's going to be worth a lot of money in the future. On top of it, this isn't the only stuff that I have. I as well have base items that I am selling right at this moment. Even more base items that can get me well over 60 mil. Obviously, I'm selling them sporadically, but as you guys can see in my wares, I have things in here that are going to be getting me well over 30 mil, probably more, of stuff that obviously, you know, Memories could get. Obviously, you guys don't know this, he already got a good like 20, maybe like 30 mil back from me already, and that's like 30 extra mil right there that I could just sell and get more money and even go grab more base items from my alts and get you know, a lot of extra money. But the main reason I don't have cash on my tunes is because I choose not to hoard them, but I always waste them on getting skill points. So I'm not sure if it really would be a waste. But yeah, man, I like to go and get skill points, bro. I'm at like 398. He's at like 330 something, and I'm talking about Memories. Obviously, his SP isn't that high. You know, his money, he makes money off of DPS comp, and even with all that money that he makes, he still doesn't do anything with it to get his character better. I mean, well, he might spend it on artifacts, but that's about it. But other than that, y'all, I mean, yeah, it's not like I'm broke. I just gotta sell stuff. And once my stuff gets sold, obviously I'm being back at over 100 mil like I was in my previous videos. A lot more. Obviously, I was at a bill before. It's not gonna be like something to hit again. Like, it's not gonna be a problem. It's just, you know, I like the grab feats. That's what I want to do. 400 skill points is around the corner, and I'm going for it. But without further ado, man, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Obviously, I know Memories Boys is gonna come through, probably try to dislike the vid. You know, he has his friends, I got my friends. It is what it is. But, you know, like I said, no hard feelings. Persistence, Gohan, y'all still cool and all, but like the main dude I had problems with was Memories. Memories, if you ain't say nothing, man, if we weren't shit talking after that first comp, it would have been cool. We could have had another one, chilled it out, been cool after the fact. But, you know, it is what it is. But it's your boy OG MeNToR, and I'll catch you guys in the next video I make. Peace out, guys.